Roger, copy mission.
Mathematics is generally categorized within science, but I don't think it's only that. I admit that mathematics has contributed to the realms of physical science, but mathematical discoveries are made regardless of their applicability. To the physical world, mathematics has evolved purely for itself, with the greatest contributions to the field being those theories that put a value on the beauty of the adopted logic. What is mysterious is that a great theory possessed of inherent beauty transcends the subject and finds applicability in other fields, such as math shows up in many aspects of cooking and baking, including converting temperature from Celsius to Fahrenheit, changing the quantities of ingredients provided by a recipe, and working out cooking times based on weight. Successful chefs need to be masters of basic arithmetic, including adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing, such as when recipes often need to be altered for larger or smaller volumes, as well as for flavor. To alter recipes, it is necessary to master multiplication and division, as well as ratios and percentages. Culinary math begins with the basics of addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, along with ratio, yields, and percentages. Ingredients must be measured and scaled accurately, food production quantities are calculated, and recipes are increased or decreased to scale based on demand. Math is used also for portion control, to maintain consistency in production and to compute food costs.
For some, music has always been an important part of their lives. And throughout the study of music, the vast discipline of mathematics has found its way to incorporate its challenging and interesting nature. The music itself is very mathematical, and mathematicians seek out new patterns and new conjectures similar to how music is made. The adjustment of the right amount of tension and ratios of beats, rhythms, patterns, and melody of a sound done in instruments are simply structured by the properties of math. Math itself explains the time signature of the rhythmic information produced by the value of fractions and notes of music. The famed Pythagoras is the first to discover that intervals of music could be expressed as numeric ratios. The contribution of Pythagoras emphasizes the relationship between music and mathematics, which shows that different weights and vibrations can make different sounds.
Dancing would not exist without mathematics. Dance requires mathematics to produce distinct forms, patterns, and angles in order to perform dance moves. Geometry, for example, may be taught to students through the use of dance. Dance is geometry in the sense that it creates forms, symmetry, asymmetry, reflections, rotations, transformations, and directions. Without geometry, dancers could not synchronize and create shapes. Dance uses algebra as well, by building a pattern, formations, repetitions, and variations. Without algebra, the dancer's formations and dance steps might be ruined. Dance also employs numeracy by accounting a beat, rhythm, and time pattern. Without numeracy, choreography is impossible.
Mathematics and science are correlated to each other, especially in the areas of astronomy, chemistry, and physics. Complex maths like algebra, geometry, and calculus help the students to solve complex chemistry problems, learn the movements of the universe planets, and analyze scientific studies. Besides this, mathematics plays an important role in practical sciences, like computer science and engineering. Engineers use maths when they need to make a balanced and working machine. Whenever a mechanical engineer builds a bike, a car, or any vehicle, they use math and advanced physics concepts. Math is used to solve queries related to geometry or figure out material-related problems.
To determine the ideal layout of a room or structure, interior designers apply their knowledge of area and volume calculations to ensure that their designs adhere to construction rules They also do mathematical computations. Geometry. It is sometimes used to create more attractive designs. It is possible to transform interior spaces into a useful setting that is ideal for people's activities and functions through the process of interior designing. An interior designer uses furniture, lighting, noises, temperature, and other factors to provide a solution for any interior space. Modeling systems and coordination are three main applications of mathematics' interior design field. Math can still be helpful in the proper design process. Knowing the dimensions of a room and furniture can be extremely helpful in the whole room design process. The Fibonacci sequence is used by the golden ratio, often known as theory of thirds, to explain why objects appear to be so aesthetically attractive. The graceful swirl of a fossil, for instance, or the exquisite unfolding of a rose petal. The golden ratio, when used in interior design, may be a fantastic tool for producing a unified and cozy living space. When you take into account each part of a space utilizing this ratio, from the scale of your furniture and structural features all the way down to the color scheme and textural elements, it makes much easier to implement realistically.
To sum it all up, mathematics truly has a significant impact on the lives of people. It helps us understand the world and provides an effective way of building mental discipline. It is a subject that is applied to every field and profession. It tells us how things work and also allows us to predict certain things, which is how we have progressed so much in life. Math is needed at every step of life, and we cannot live without it.